No clue.
And hello, where'd you go?
Are we waiting for someone by chance?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So who wants to recap what we did last session?
Made it to Valhalla.
Somehow.
Yes.
Like, I don't remember dying. Well, I don't remember this character dying. Yet despite that, people kept reviving whenever they died, as long as they weren't us. And they were this one particular guy.
Evan?
Hans.
Hans.
Hans Ericsson's.
But we went into the keep, right?
Yes, we did. And there were zombies and dogs and yeah, death and dying. Oh yeah, did that guard survive or not? I don't remember.
Dragged off?
The guard.
That got dragged off.
Yes.
No, he was dead.
Well, okay, because like I remember we killed everything. We killed them all, but like he was okay. I thought he was dying when he was being dragged off. Okay.
Oh no, he was dead.
Okay. Well, that's a bummer.
I can't fix this keyboard. I can't even tell how it turned on and off in the first place.
Oh shit.
Button doesn't correlate to anything really.
Yeah.
What'd you press and what did it do?
I dropped it and it does not work anymore.
You pressed the ground really hard.
Oh, that sucks. But what was it?
Logitech keyboard or Dell keyboard actually.
Oh dang! Oh, that sucks. I was really liked Logitech when I was younger.
Oh, I always bought ghetto cheap stuff when I was younger.
Well, I had a credit,
I mean,
so I was like, okay, I'll buy this.
My dad just like had tech stuff, so he'd give me stuff sometimes.
Nice. The hand-me-downs?
Some of it, and then I just like, well, a lot of this is Logitech, so I ended up just started buying Logitech stuff on top of it, like a webcam, I think a microphone. But like then I just like upgraded.
Yeah, I think for a while they were making one of the best webcams out there.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think that one of their older ones is still like the #1 streaming webcam.
Oh, neat.
Like 4 years old or something.
I like this one. It's something mouse. because it's got the IR, so it could use it for
Ooh, head tracking.
Windows Hello.
Oh.
Evidently, that's a feature that isn't on most
Crazy.
webcams.
Well, if it's anything like my phone, it never recognizes me. Tells me there's no face. Yes, that's because we're in the dark. Aren't a very smart phone. God, the last update did this thing that whenever it's using the camera or the microphone, it will show in the title bar. Or the window shade, not the title bar. But it'll like take over the window shade, so I can't like pull it down when it's doing it. And it lags the phone. So when I say, when I give it the voice command, it'll be like, hey, this app is using the microphone, and then it'll ding.
Hey.
So I have to wait. I figure out if I can turn that shit off.
Yeah, Google Voice does not like me using anything other than it. So if I make a call, it then has control of the microphone after the call is done for the next 4 or 5 minutes, so I can't immediately go somewhere else.
Oh, Lord.
I have to give it enough time to go, okay, I'm done with the microphone. Go ahead, Discord. You can use it now. I can use it.
Speaking of sound issues, like my main computer's still not liking sound. I just don't know what to do. Like, I have to, like, I'm probably got some malware or viruses or something like that. I just like, how do I get rid of that shit? Like, what do you reckon, guys? Some recommendations, real quick.
Update the drivers.
Okay.
That's probably what your problem is. Either that or like Windows is waiting for an update and there's a driver update in there, so it's frozen your sound drivers.
I did an update though. Like, I don't know if I did the right update, but I did an update.
Well, if it's Windows update, it should be fine. And you should be able to go into like your sound software and check for an update through that.
I tried troubleshooting and like I would just always get.
Yeah, troubleshooting won't work.
Oh, okay.
It almost never works. Sometimes it works for internet issues because it'll reset your card, but like I've never had the troubleshooter work.
Huh. What's the purpose?
I'm gonna call Carter.
Okay.
For really dumb people.
To make you feel like it's doing something.
Troubleshooter. Why
to not instantly call them.
It's so like, why isn't my Bluetooth mouse working? Oh, your Bluetooth isn't on. Here, let me turn it on for you. That's what it's for.
No.
Oh.
For young.
Gotcha.
Old, for the old and the young.
Yeah.
So it's not there for actual real problems.
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. Like sound card, my sound driver, not my sound card, has a check for update. Is it just your microphone or is it audio as well?
Sound, just all audio, input and output.
Yeah, it's got to be something with your driver. Also keep Windows security up to date. And is it a PC or is it a laptop?
It's a PC, yeah.
Or a laptop. Did you build it or is it like a Dell or something? I think you said it's a Dell. And if it is, you can go to their website.
Yes.
There should be a number somewhere on the computer. It should be just a sticker on the outside. I can't remember what they call it. But anyway, you can go to their website, put that number in, and it'll take you to the drivers page, and you can just download all the drivers there.
Oh, yeah.
But it should be, I don't know, on the laptops, I know they moved them like inside the battery case. Did you buy it or did it get handed down to you?
Bought it. It was new about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, you should be able to log into your Dell account and it'll be there too. So you just
Oh,
log into your
I
Dell account
never
and
did
be
that.
like,
I
what was that?
never did that. I never did the account thing.
How did you buy it?
Oh wait. You can't just buy a Dell like off the shelf.
Maybe. I don't know. I always thought they were an internet retailer. Did you go into a store and buy it?
It was.
Yeah, you're going robot.
So.
Ah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you bought it off the shelf, then you probably didn't create a Dell account. But if you ordered it off the internet, then you should have had to create a Dell account. Now you just got to remember the password or the email you signed up with.
It would have been me. It would have been my brother.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the one that bought it, but
Yeah.
I paid him.
Service tag. That's what it's called. There should be a service tag on there somewhere. You might have to open the case and look inside.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they started doing that with desktops. I
I
don't
hope
see a
not.
service tag on the outside of this one. Well, it's 2 screws if it is 2 Phillips screws.
Okay.
It might be on the bottom. I don't know. I can't move mine right now, really. Yeah, but if you get that number, go to Dell's website, plug that in. You won't have to log in or anything. It'll take you straight through the drivers page, and you can download all the drivers.
Okay.
And what have you been doing that you think you have malware?
Like I used the internet a lot when I've had COVID back in January, like the end of January. So that been it.
Well, were you
Just
like
seeing,
downloading pornography or
what?
stealing
No.
stealing applications?
I was
Why not? You can
I was
download
watching-
pornography, man. It's a
I
free
was
country.
watching anime. I was watching anime, a lot of anime off a website.
Crunchyroll?
That shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like if you were streaming it in a browser.
It is streaming. Yes, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like you open Chrome and watch it there.
No, I opened Chrome to watch anime. I opened. There was this other program that my friend showed me that was like supposed to be. Well, it was not it. I mean, it wasn't Chrome, but it was supposed to be like protection. It's supposed to get rid of ad stuff.
What's it called?
It's like a lion head or something.
Brave.
It's like it's supposed to be.
Oh, Brave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
Okay,
Chromium
Brave
browser.
too.
That's fine.
Yeah, Brave's pretty good.
That's like the only thing I could think of that would give me malware.
But
Like when I did that.
Like, because you're literally just streaming video through a browser. So unless you're like clicking, yes, download this to my computer, and then yes, please run this now, you're not getting malware.
Okay. Okay.
See, my kids aren't smart enough to not do that.
That's what kids are for.
I would literally just wipe their computers every couple of months. Oh, it's too much. Say goodbye to your Minecraft worlds.
Oh no, that's bad. That's horrible. That's rude.
You remember that?
I started
that-
saving my shit to G drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Game Save Downloader, I think it was called. It would you tell it where the game is saved at, and then you could sync it through Dropbox.
Huh, neat.
And then you can just make hard links too and do it that way. But hard links are a pain in the ass. Unless you do it all the time and have that string memorized.
Just put it in the badge file.
Yeah. Well, text file and then copy and paste it because you have to change everything. So have to change the path and that's it, I think. I don't remember. It's not that hard, I don't think. I think it's make link is the command. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I mean, I gave it to him an hour ago.
So what's the plan of action now with us being down one guard?
I don't know. That's your decision.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking everyone.
One guy less to pay.
Yeah, but like also like it also weighs a little bit heavier on the soul, being an ex nun. So I'd probably guess like she does some like ceremonial rites, trying to like pray for the soul that has just left us.
Right. Would you like to just leave him lying there in this room or do something else with him?
Cross his arms, possibly like put him somewhere that like other dogs won't just get at.
Well, there's not really any place like that in here. So this room has a large set of brass gates on one side, on the south, and there's a giant ballista. I mean, well, a regular sized ballista, a giant crossbow, I guess, loaded and pointed at it. And you have the key to the gate from one of the zombies that you killed.
Right. So if there's a gate, if we put them on the other side of the gate, as in like, you know, where we are, most likely other dogs won't come in, be able to, you know, snatch his body.
Right. Unless the dogs have a key to the gate and that's where they came from.
That'd be weird. I don't think they'd be able to use a key.
It would indeed be weird.
Weird things happen.
I'm just imagining that like they're getting up on their hind legs and all of a sudden like taking off their paws and have little hands underneath them.
See that thing that I tuck it under their arm and pull it out. All right. So what would you like to do? You have a corridor that you have not explored, and then you have a gate that is leading down. Well, past it is leading down. Through the torchlight, you can see a set of stairs. It's warm and damp coming up from this area.
Okay. The other path from the story, did that go up or did that go just like straight-ish, like on the same level?
It's on the same level.
Okay, so there was no rise decline on the other path that was taken in the story.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. I don't think my character will want to instigate choice, bring up the question.
We heard part of that.
I know that my character would not instigate the choice, but she would bring up the question of where to go.
Right.
Well, I guess we could just let's check out the corridor. How about that?
All right. So heading back not too far, probably like less than 100 feet. The corridor turns right because you're facing the opposite direction, or splits right, I guess. Goes around a corner about 30 feet down, and then about 30 feet later, there is a small kind of like it's not like an alcove, but it's a room without a door. It's just like the hall continues that way, but just stops. To the right, it's a 10-foot room containing a bunch of broken glass.
Does this seem familiar from what we read in the story?
No. Well, there was that glass hallway. And this, if you look close at the glass, it's really, really thin. It looks like, if you study it for a minute, it looks like it was probably about a foot across and possibly round, or no, you assume it's round because a lot of the edges you find are curved and don't look like they broke that way. There's a chest in the corner also. And it's got the top is taken off of it, and inside is more of this glass stacked up, and a bunch of prisms, like about that big. And we lost Will.
Prisms. So it looks like it. Does it look like it's being built? The glass hallway being built?
The glass hallway was a different direction.
Oh, okay. But this
yes.
glass, this is like pieces of that or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
And is it look like it's been like shattered haphazardly, or is it just it's placed here?
Yeah, it looks like someone came through here and smashed some things around.
We don't see anybody.
No.
Do I detect any magic? I think there's like elves' innate ability to detect magic, isn't there? Maybe I'm pulling that out of my butt.
No, I think that was the last one. I don't think you have a race in this, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, because I'm a half one. And we rolled those.
That's
Randomly.
right. I think it just gives you
Oh, never mind. I'm dwarf. I am thinking of the last one.
You're a dwarf.
Getting my characters mixed up. All right. Never mind. So do we see more exits from here?
yeah, so there's that little alcove off to the right that you're standing in, and then if you would continue forward, there's a set of stairs going down.
I'm going to glance down the alcove and just see if there's anything weird there. Maybe check for.
That's where all this stuff is. That's where the glass is. That's where the
I
chest
see.
is with the glass prisms in it.
Oh, okay. Hey, Will, if you're trying to talk, you're muted.
Oh no, I'm not talking. Well, I'm not talking to you.
Gotcha.
I talk to you.
Wait, did it try and register that I was trying to talk even though I was muted?
No, you disappeared and then you showed back up and didn't say anything.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, we can hear you clear as bell right now, though.
Oh yeah, I connected to the Wi-Fi.
Ah. Well, guess we'll look down the stairs. What do you think, Juju?
Downstairs? Yeah.
Okay.
We went upstairs, or they booked what they went upstairs.
Okay.
Not particularly looking forward to Bernie McBurnifants.
We should have brought some Hanses in here with us.
You hear something coming from down the stairs.
Did they say they don't want to come back in here? Oh, but some of them have been in here. That's where they're dying and coming back. Fuck, so confused.
We should have talked the other Hanses into coming and helping us save Hans.
Just
Oh,
all
gosh.
the Hanses. Just an army of Hanses.
Hanses unite.
Tell them there's an ultimate fight in here. This is where the gods are.
So
Oh,
we gotta
shit.
put. We needed to put our hands together.
Indeed.
I want to go back out now and tell them the gods are in here and come fight.
So let's hide real quick around the corner and see if we can see who's coming.
All right.
Yes,
Are
hi.
you going to extinguish your torch?
Yeah, who's got the torch? We have one torch lit, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Will was the one.
Yeah, I let someone borrow my torch just because I can't carry all of them because
Well, we were carrying them, but I don't know who was carrying a lit one.
Oh, that I have no idea.
It was probably one of
Yeah.
the guards.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
because you were talking about the guards carrying them.
Put the torch out, guard, and can I see? I can see in the dark, right? Is that still one of the innate abilities of a dwarf?
Take a look here. No, it does not look like it. It says you have +1 ongoing though when you're trying to find answers underground. Which you are technically underground.
All right. So whatever that equals.
+1 to your rolls when you're trying to find answers.
Okay.
And find answers is a move that should be on your character sheet.
Ah.
Basic move, find answers. When you seek more information than is readily apparent.
So like searching for secret doors would be.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think I think this could apply right now. More when you seek more information than is readily apparent. So that would be
All
who
right.
is this or what is this?
Who's-
Stairs coming towards
Okay.
the stairs. So I would say plus wisdom to sense or discern. So you guys are kind of hiding in the back. Of this alcove, watching and waiting for this person to come up the stairs, or this whatever it is to come up the stairs. So go ahead and roll plus wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, it's an HP computer, not a Dell.
I don't know anything about that.
Sorry about that. Just random.
I don't know an easy way about
So roll plus wisdom plus seeking or
just
finding
click-
answers.
Yes, yeah. If you click
So
find
2.
answer, it should pop you up.
What I'm saying is I get the +1 for the wisdom, but also a +1 for finding answers. So I'm going to put a
Right, yeah.
2 in that box.
Sounds good. Oh, black dice. Damn. So as you're standing back there, a confused, naked Hans Eriksson shuffles past the alcove.
Ah.
Oh,
I'm gonna hey, hey Hans.
And he like stops and looks around. Hello?
Hey buddy.
Hello? And he's like
We've
covering himself.
We've come
like
to
this.
rescue you. We've come to take you out of here.
Who is that? Who are you?
We're adventurers from far beyond.
Do you have a light? I can't see anything.
Just stay right there. Are you wounded?
No. I don't remember much. I don't know how I got here.
There's
But
I
plenty
remember
more of
being
you to
sliced to
answer
bits
that.
and electrocuted. But beyond that, I'm very confused.
can you show us where you came from if we turned on the light?
Yes.
All right. All right, brace yourself, Hans. Here we are.
And he
Fucking
shields his
light a
eyes
frickin'
as
shotgun.
The light comes up.
Is he naked?
Yes, he is naked. He is still standing with like his arms across his breast and his hand and his junk in his hand.
And my character's just gonna look away like shyly, like no, not today.
Do you have any clothes? Something?
Do we? I'm not sure. I
I
don't.
don't think anything the two of us got is gonna fit you.
Is there
Hey, guard, drop a pan.
is there still
blue.
Okay,
Is
wait.
there's still the cape or the curtains?
No, that is back in town.
Oh, okay.
What about off the other guard that died?
He's been
Definitely
dragged away.
Strip the guard, yeah.
Okay.
Go into the other room. You could also use adventuring gear to pull out something like a blanket. But
We'll give him the guards.
all right.
The guard stuff.
All right. So
Minus the blade. I don't think we want to trust him.
he says, "So you don't look like you're from my village."
We stumbled upon your village and were sent in here to find you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's many people
you?
waiting for you. Well, you're not going to believe this, but his name is Hans.
What? I was the only Hans in my village.
That's strange because there's many of you.
There's all the Hanses.
What?
Seem to have propagated.
I don't understand.
We'll have to explain this to you later. Right now, can you show us around this place?
So Francis isn't there anymore?
Francis is he's moved on.
He got replaced by Hans.
Antony?
He got replaced by
Nope.
Hans.
Antony moved on as well.
Jules is still there, right?
Nope. More Hans.
Jules may be there, but the only one I've seen was Hans and his brother Hans.
And he
Also Hans.
I'm so confused. So many Hanses. How do you tell them apart?
You don't.
We don't. Yeah, we don't do that.
And he's like, I need to sit down. And he sits down. He's like, I don't understand. Am I dead? And he's sitting down, looking up at you.
You were dead.
Am I alive?
So.
And he
we
puts
think
his
you're
hand
alive.
over its heart and takes deep breaths. He's
Well,
like,
Hans,
I feel alive.
that is a decision that you have to make for yourself. But I will tell you that the rest of the Hanses are just assuming that they're dead and in Valhalla.
Then you're dead too if this is Valhalla.
Indeed.
Yeah, and I don't think we died.
We boated here. We came a long way.
You took a boat to Valhalla?
Eh?
That's the thing. So obviously we didn't die at sea because the boat's still there.
Well, you could have come up the river. There's a river that flows to the World Tree. I don't remember what it's called, but he says that name.
Were we at sea or at?
See.
On a
Wait,
river?
so is this on an island or on a or I thought this was on an island.
It is, yes.
Yeah, no,
You're
you're
around Iceland right now.
right. Okay, so no, we came from a landmass and then shipped it to an island, which is not on a river.
Then how is this Valhalla?
It's not. We don't think so.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter because hey, we're here now and we're looking around this place, and you were just coming from this direction. Can you tell us what's down there?
It's like a maze down there.
A maze. Huh?
I've been wandering
It's like-
around down there for like 15 or 20 minutes.
Is it?
That's amazing.
Is it specific to confusing people, or is it just confusing? Is it machinery?
I don't think there's machinery
Wait,
down
wait.
there.
Wait, out of character. Machinery. Do we know about machines?
Sure, windmill's a machine.
Okay. Ah, I get it now.
All right.
Listen, it's dark down there. I mean, I guess it's meant to be confusing.
Well, where are you headed?
Out to light somewhere. I didn't just want to sit in that cold, dark room.
Show us where you started from, and then we'll show you the way out.
It was down there. As he points down the stairs as he stands up.
What I'm probably guessing is that he doesn't remember the way to get back to where you started because he said it's a maze.
Or he just doesn't want to.
Also that.
All right. Well, Hans, if we go down here and face our doom, then our souls are going to come back and haunt you for the rest of your life.
No. Like she chimes in like, just, you're not gonna haunt the poor man. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
but
haunt
you
the
will.
poor man.
I will. I'm petty. I will. You know,
Well, but-
short
okay,
little ghost right in
okay,
your ass.
Okay,
And
but
if I can't
Hans.
tell which one's you, Han, I will haunt all the Hans.
Okay, but Hans,
Hunt
do
the
you
Hans.
do you happen to know if there was anything dangerous down there? Did you run from anything?
No.
Okay. Was there anything like traps or sharp things down there?
I mean, I died. I was shredded and electrocuted,
Oh.
but
Oh.
then I woke up in the dark room. That might be connected.
That's
Hmm.
good to
Just don't
know.
run through the glass.
Yeah. Huh?
Just don't run through the
What?
glass.
Don't run through the glass. Okay.
We really need you to help us show us where you came woke up. So
It's down this way.
okay, I'm following.
All right. So you go down the stairs and there is a hallway that curves to the right and left. It curves outward like you're walking into the edge of a circle.
Hmm. So it's kind of split there.
Yeah. He's like, I think I came from that direction. And he points off to the right. And there is some sort of gold plate on the ground.
You remember stepping on this plate, Hans?
I jumped over it. It seemed very hot.
Hot. Does it look like it's steaming?
Yeah, probably because it's moist down here a little bit. And it's very acrid. that how you say that word? Acrid or acrid?
Accurate, I think. All right, well, let's just carefully hop over it then, huh, guys?
All right, like you feel the
Okay.
heat.
Some kind of vent.
Yeah. If you get down and investigate it, the plate is shaped kind of like a two-dimensional house picture, like home plate, and it looks like when you look at the edges of it, it looks like a piece of stone that has gold painted across the top, like gold plating across the top. So it fits down into this into the floor, and around where the stone fits down, there's a little bit of steam coming through. And the hallway continues to curve around to the right. At the point where this plate is an intersection, and it's kind of like a V coming into the curving hallway. So you're at a point where if you were standing on the plate, you could go forward to the left, forward to the right, or around to the right and around to the left. Also, the walls down these two middle passages are covered with geometric designs that are inlaid with silver wire, and occasionally there is one of those glass prisms from the box upstairs, just upstairs.
Well, I'm going anywhere near. If that means I'm standing in the dead center of the room, I'm going nowhere near the inlaid wires.
Yeah, well, it's only down these two hallways going towards the interior of the circle, I guess.
The outer hallways up the middle.
Yeah, the outer hallways that you've been walking on don't have that.
Okay.
He says the place I came for was a straight corridor, so it might be one of these.
I keep following.
He's like, I'm not sure which way it is. Do you want to pick a way, or should I just go?
Muted. Flip a coin.
You're muted,
What
Sean.
pulls at you the most?
And he like stops for a second and closes his eyes. And he says, this way, I think. And points leftward.
Okay, better than anyway. Oh.
All right. He as he's walking down the hall, he's kind of dragging his hand against the wall. So his hand's going over the wires and the prisms.
Oh.
Wouldn't do that if I was you.
Why?
You just said you got all cut up and electrified by a bunch of wires.
That was the glass that cut me up. It wasn't here. There was glass sticking out of the walls.
Yeah. I hate this place already.
He says this, I mean, I was bumping into walls when I was wandering around here in the dark, so if I was going to get electrocuted. You're still muted, Sean. Yeah.
All right. Carry on.
No. So as you continue on, you come to an intersection that is it's like a four-way intersection. It goes left and right, and obviously straight. It's not perfectly perpendicular though. It's off a bit.
Can you hear me?
There it
Shoddy
is.
craftsmanship.
Okay.
So he says, I think I wandered around this for a couple passageways. And he's feeling the wall and trying to be familiar with it. And he continues on straight. Come to another four-way intersection. One that goes kind of back to where you think back to where the circle continues on. You can kind of see in the distance another gold plate. And then he turns to the right and kind of continues around this wall that isn't longer than the other passageways and kind of connects all of them together, it seems like.
Oh wait, by the way, would it have been possible when we started for me to write the directions that we just went?
Yes. Did you write them?
Okay.
So you went
I forgot to mention, like, it was like, wait a minute.
left,
This
straight,
is something
left.
that, you know,
Great.
I know those were the directions you went. Left, straight, left.
Oh,
okay.
I see.
So you walked into the curved room first, and you went right, and then you went
Right.
turned left and went left, and then you went straight, and then you went right.
Crap. Repeat all that again.
All right.
I'm sorry.
You walked down to the curved passageway and went right.
Okay,
And you hit a
right
gold
first.
plate. Correct. You hit a gold plate with a hallway that's kind of like a V. So there's four ways out of this place: around to the right, back to the left, forward to one of these V passages, either right or left. You went to the left one.
Okay, right. Okay, right. Gold plate. Right. Left. Straight.
No.
No. Okay.
Right,
sorry.
gold plate, left.
Oh, left.
Left the left V hallway, not back left. And then you came to a four-way intersection and went forward. And then you came to another four-way intersection and went right.
Yeah, Hans, you were right about this damn place. It seems to make no real logical sense as to why this place is designed this way, does it?
He says, no, but look, I think that's a door right there to the center.
Ah. Let's go check out the door.
So as you come around, as you walk forward, you come to another four-way intersection. And on this interior part that you've kind of been walking around, on the right side, it would be, there is a door going into a large pentagonal room.
We can tell it's pentagonal. They're just
Yeah.
giving some foreknowledge to us.
No, you can tell it's a pentagon because you can see all five walls.
Okay.
It happens to be so that's like home plate style pentagon.
No, it's a little wider. It's like pentagon.
Okay. So let's go listen at the door.
All right. So, there's no door. It's a doorway.
Oh, like arch of some sort?
No, it's square. It looks
Aha.
like there may have one time been a door here.
So glancing in there, what do we see?
There are prisms, large glass prisms hanging from the ground or from the ceiling. They are probably about 2 feet tall. They are suspended by silver wires.
Does it look like they're strategically placed for scientific reasons, or does it look like it's more decorative? Or can we tell?
Why don't you roll find answers for me? It would be an odd it doesn't look very decorative. So your assumption, unless it's some sort of intelligence you haven't encountered, like some foreign intelligence, then it's probably for scientific reasons.
So Hans, was this the glass that you said not to walk through?
No. These are hanging from the ceiling. And he like walks up and taps one and it swings. He says, "Yeah, I think this is the place where I came in." And at about that time, a naked man appears in the center of the room.
Is it Hans?
It is Hans.
All right, what does Hans do?
And Hans points and screams, "Ah!" And Hans points and screams, "Ah!" And Hans hides behind one of the guards, and the other one is scurrying away nakedly on all fours backwards.
Oh gosh.
And they're kind of both screaming at each other.
Get used to it. There's gonna be a lot more of you.
So Hans on the ground says, "It's me." And
Yes.
Hans standing up says, Yes, that's where I was. I was there. I remember now. I remember."
Well, we found their manifestation zone, whatever that is.
And he slowly approaches the other Hans and he says, "Hans, it's going to be okay. It's me, Hans." And Hans says, "Hans? Yes, Hans." And they embrace, and he pulls his shirt off, or the guard's shirt off, I guess, and gives it to the other Hans, so he is kind of covered.
Well, I guess you got to Hans it to him.
I tried to do that.
Never gonna get old, is it?
I don't think so.
Well, where the other one appeared, I looked up, looked down. Anything special about the exact spot?
No, it's the dead center of the room.
I'm gonna say, hey, be careful. You might get hit by a Hans over there.
I'm gonna ride me a Hans if they appear right now. All right. I don't know. Are you supposed to bleed on something like this? I don't know how you make it work.
Well, I hate to mess anything up here because Hans is going to need all the help he can get. So I suggest we mosey on and do some more exploring. This is obviously a portal entrance or exit. Some kind of mechanism to
Oh,
pull Hans back.
let's retrace our steps back to the beginning and show the Hans is out. And I'm gonna reach in my bag and grab out a big piece of chalk, and then just start making arrows the way we're going back to the entrance.
Okay.
I mean, they won't be able to see it in the dark, but
All right, so you get back to the entrance, and Hans is standing there, and he says,
got two.
"Gentlemen, Hanses, you usually come out one at a time. We got two this time." And they look at him, they look at each other, and they say, "Hans?" Like both at the same time. And he says, "Yes, come on, I'll explain the whole thing to you. Welcome to Valhalla."
Oh no.
And then they
Hey,
all go, "Ah!" Except for the first Hans, and he kind of looks at you, and he looks at them, and he warily joins them.
Okay. Before they go, I'm going to ask the Hanses, go back to the village there and rally your people and have a meeting. We may just need some extra hands in here, but
Extra Hans in
you
there.
know, extra Hans in here. But we're not going to take you in here against your will. We definitely you need the help, but probably not right away. I'm just wondering if there is a need to arise. Can I count on an army of Hans to come in and make your world safe?
Well, what would Valhalla be without fighting?
Perfect.
Exactly. We're gonna need you to do the big battle in here.
Planning on going through the gate then, are you?
The gate?
Oh, you didn't find the gate.
No, we found Hans. And
Can you show us where the gate is?
Well, I've got to take these two Hans back to town. But if you go in and go right and then right and then right, there should be a giant ballista with two scary looking guys in the back and a gate.
Wait, couldn't we just take a left though?
I mean, you've
Because
taken,
he
you've taken
said-
several lefts, yes.
Well, because he said 3 rights.
Yes.
So wait, couldn't we just take a left?
You've taken several lefts, yes.
Okay, never mind.
But when you were in the room that you had combat with the dogs, it was all rights.
Okay.
I think what he's saying is 3 rights equals 1 left.
Exactly.
what's behind the gate? Hans,
What was that?
Well,
what's behind the gate?
I don't know. It's warm and I don't want to touch those guys. One of them's got a key around his neck.
Oh,
We killed both of them?
You have the key.
Yeah, they're dead. Listen, did a bunch of dogs come through here?
No. Sometimes there are dogs running around though.
Oh, okay.
Dogs
Wait.
all over this island. It's our main source of meat.
question.
Dogs and apples.
Out of character.
Yeah.
Out of character. Do we know why they came rushing in to attack us?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, we're gonna go look at the gate. You can look at
we're
the
going to
gate
check
later.
out the gate. So we'll come back to the Hans at the guard if we need your guys' help. Okay.
All right.
Let's go check out the gate.
All right. So you're back in this warm room, humid air. There is the gate in front of you. You have the key for it. It is probably about 15 or 20 feet wide, and just as tall. And the gate has like a door in the center of it. It's like a big,
Huh.
not palisade. I can't think of the word. Portcullis with a door in the center. The ballista is still pointed at the door. And yeah, what would you guys like to do?
So the ballista that's pointing at the door, does that look like it's an attempted siege? I'm just trying to get a clear picture here.
Roll find answers again.
I shall. And I shall find them. Or not.
If it was a siege, it wasn't then they were waiting for somebody else to come, because these guys were kind of like just standing here guarding the ballista.
Oh,
So
I
the
see.
ballista is set up to bust through this gate.
I think it's there to shoot anything that comes through the gate.
Ah, so we're on the safe side. Is that
So I pull out my axe. Who's gonna open it? Who's gonna man the ballista?
Yeah, we should probably do that. Is it obvious on how to man a ballista?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a one-person job?
Lever. There is a one-person job to fire it. Yes.
And
If
it's loaded?
it is loaded, yeah. Got like a large, blunt, round shot in it.
All right.
So none of this. You're gonna open up the door. Big guy, you're gonna man the ballista, and I'm gonna kill whatever comes through.
Who's the big guy?
Bigger than me.
I'm a dwarf. It wouldn't be me.
You're bigger than me.
Oh, well, I guess I am. But I'm not,
So-
I wouldn't be considered the big guy.
Well, wait. We only. So, like the tallest person here would possibly be the either me or one of the guards.
Probably one of the guards, yeah.
All right.
Or wait, you're human too, right? Well,
Yeah, I'm human.
yeah. So one of the guards senses your confusion and walks over to the ballista. The other two flank you.
You open it, jump back.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, let's do that. We have to turn the key and all that shit.
All right.
Yay!
the key.
The life risking.
Open the door. And nothing happens.
Hey, keyboard.
Oh,
Right.
I have
Look-
keyboard.
Yay.
All right. All right. Can we glance inside?
Yeah. I mean, you could see inside there before because of the portcullis.
Oh, okay. That was open?
okay.
Well, it's like bars, right?
Oh,
You
gotcha.
can see through it.
All right.
So it stares down, and when the torch was moved away from the door, you notice that there's something on the wall that's glowing. And now with the door open and kind of peeping in, you can see that there's these things like almost like flowers, but as you get closer, they kind of look like sea anemones. And they are glowing. The fronds or the leaves, whatever petals you would call them, are glowing. The center is dark though. So it's this pretty sunburst kind of blue-white all the way down in random spots down this corridor.
All right. How far down the corridor can we see? Is it just continuous steps all the way down?
Yeah, it looks like it goes down and down and down and down.
And what is the surrounding? Is it down into a cave?
It is carved steps going down as far as you can see.
But what's above us?
Cave, yes.
Cave. Okay. All right. Let's make one of the guards go down 20 feet in front of us, and we'll follow him down.
He says, "I'm not
Nothing
your tunnel
happens
rat. I'm here to fight."
We'll go fight, and we kick him in the butt. All right.
I have my bow ready to launch an arrow just in case.
So what would
That's
I
the
being of the cave dwelling type, can I roll to find out if I know anything about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, find answers.
Yep.
Would I be able to tell if they're poisonous or going to spit like gas at us or something?
Definitely don't trust them, whatever they are. They glow magically, and it makes you uncomfortable as a dwarf.
Got any ideas, guys?
Anybody got a lawnmower or a big fire thingy? Actually, yeah, I'll light up one of my torches. And I stick it towards one of them. Oh, full arc length and torch length.
The flame brightens up, but the flower doesn't burn. It doesn't. It's like when you stick a piece of metal in the flame and it kind of goes around it and maybe changes color if there's something on it. That's kind of what happens to the torch. But the plant does not burn.
Shit, I want a cod piece made out of this stuff.
Wonder if Hans would be able to tell us what's going on with these things.
How big is the leaves?
Hans did not
Come this
seem
far,
like he
did he?
came this far. Yeah, came down here.
Okay.
How big are the petals or leaves?
What was that?
How big are the petals or leaves?
They are. They're probably like thick as cooked spaghetti, like overcooked spaghetti, and maybe like 3 inches long.
Hmm.
3
But they're
inches. That's
actually, so that would be the biggest one.
damn.
So they are definitely, there are a myriad of sizes,
Yeah.
all the way down to like 1/2 inch long ones.
One of the guys. Cut one off for me. You're tall. You can reach.
He cuts off a low one, steps back as it falls, tumbles down a couple of stairs, and the light seems to pool out of it, like the light is a liquid and it drips out of the plant, and as it does that, the light fades from the leaves. It kind of pulls up on the stair and kind of runs down a little bit.
Hit by accident.
Okay. Yeah, your axe is coated in this liquid light. It's got the consistency of like not quite water, but pretty close. A little thicker than water, maybe milk.
Am I able to put like an arrow into this?
Yep.
Like the tip?
I go to the now dead flower and I pick it up.
Hmm.
Does it feel like wet spaghetti or does it feel like a flower?
Roll a death roll.
It
Uh-oh.
it probably it probably feels more organic than spaghetti. So the texture is more fibrous, but the flop of it is very similar. That is until you stop being able to feel your hand.
Crap. Drop it. Crap, 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 crap. Crap.
Is it still burning? Oh no, you can't feel anything. You're fine.
Oh God.
You can't feel it.
The numbness starts to crawl up your arm.
Okay. I go through my bag, try to find something to help.
The halfling's panicking.
Oh no.
Is there anything I can
Dumping his
do
bag
as
on the
a
ground, going through everything.
healer?
I don't know. I believe you have something, don't you?
Wrap up, pray, lay on hands, convert. Oh, that'll work. Quick.
It makes it so I don't have a stranger anymore. I'll convert.
Oh no.
You got it, buddy.
Oh no.
All right, make it that hurt. Make it so I can feel again.
All right, I'm gonna try my hardest.
So it would be. It would probably be invoke.
Invoke. Okay.
Up where it should be.
Ah. Calling upon my deity. All right.
So I think it would probably be a 2 hubris. Meant to
Okay.
cure. Or a cure, sorry.
I'm
Echos.
holding a holy symbol.
Yep. So you get +1.
Okay. Oh, but you just said 2, right? Should I add that?
Well, your hubris, it's you roll minus hubris.
Oh, gotcha.
So it would be -2, but +1 because you've got a holy symbol.
Okay. I guess that's just a -1 then, huh?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe you can use. Let's check and see if you can use something. When you make any roll that might advance your cause, you may spend favor before you roll to increase the dice result by +1 for each point of favor spent. And favor is a
Okay.
resource, so I think you have 2. And because you're converting him, I would say this definitely qualifies.
All right. So should I spend both of my resource points then?
It's up to you.
I'll just go 1 for now.
So that'll be +0.
Yes. Okay. Here goes. I run up to him, my holy symbol, and say, the power of Baranor's true silver compels you. And I shove it into his face. Ooh.
Damn.
All right, so you have
Ooh.
3 uses of cure poison right now,
Oh.
All right.
and using one of those, the feeling returns to your body.
Oh,
All
Silvery
right.
bourbon. Yes, I love you.
I pull out a pamphlet for my god and give it to him. This is just a primer, just to welcome you into the club, and I'll be checking in on you later. Okay.
Just tell me where to put the bread.
Oh gosh.
All right.
So that would you would be able to either gain 1 XP or restore your favor to maximum.
I'm restoring my favor to maximum then.
XP is going to be pretty useless.
All right.
All right,
So should I put? I also I remember last week having gained 3 charges of a different spell, right? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I should have written it down. Okay. I'll have to look at the stream to find out. Anyway. All right, kids, don't touch this stuff. It's poisonous.
if you got a bottle of something and you need a little stranger love.
Watch out for that Australia, son. It's poisonous.
Is the passageway wide enough for to watch two abreast or?
Yes. Yes, it definitely is.
All right, stay to the middle, guys. And we'll just we'll pair each other off with a guard piece.
Right.
Oh, swear. Yeah. Can't make fun of Gutless.
All right. So how long would you like
I
to
think
go
from this
down?
miracle. Okay. Oh,
Go ahead.
I wanted to do. I wanted to. So like, I think from this miracle being like again like an ex nun, like she holds this like reverence, kind of like feeling like kind of like this glimmer in her eyes, like the old feelings, the old times.
Sweet.
Possibly like holding her hands together and like praying like silently to herself.
I'm gonna look over and say, looks like you have a little bit of piety left in you as well.
And
you know that
she blushes and turns away.
Baranor True Silver will always forgive you. I'm gonna go ahead and hand them a different pamphlet about.
So you say you're religious.
Look that over and tell me if you have any questions, okay?
Right. Wait, are there multiple gods in this setting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm not worried about converting. I mean, you go to the god you need at the time and throw some bread on his altar. You're good.
What would the most Christian like god be in this setting?
God.
Jesus. Let's see, by the way, I'm posting this in Discord.
What was that? I'm posting something. In
This is
Discord.
the write-up for the god.
.cc, huh?
Oh, there's like okay.
Yeah, this doesn't necessarily go with Rich's but it's dwarf and god, so
Pretty hot for a dwarf.
no beard. A little strange.
That depends on which version of fantasy.
And sometimes she has beard, sometimes she doesn't.
Wow. Depending upon her mood.
Gods and demigods.
I'll have to check that website out later too.
All right. So you asked a question, right?
Yeah. So yeah, so these stairs lead down into caves. And if you explore these caves, you can go into the Hollow Earth. But the Hollow Earth isn't part of this adventure. And you guys have kind of explored everywhere.
We've kind of looked around this place to its end.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not getting back into the the Lich's place, I don't think,
Okay.
because that portal was kind of destroyed when the
Oh,
city
no.
came crashing down.
We can't really resolve anything for the Hanses. I guess we can smash
It's
the
just gonna
portal
keep
and keep.
appearing every 37 minutes. So it's based.
Wow.
So that room that they appear in is some sort of crazy magical machine. And when you go in there,
Oh.
you fuck it up and cause a temporal distortion. So however many, like, I think it's like microseconds or something. What is it?
Hold on a second, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm trying to figure out how it was worded, but it was like milliseconds or something like that. It was like even faster than milliseconds. But it was like forever, however much time you spent in this area was how long this is going to happen in years. And it was like even a couple, less than a minute in there is going to go on for like thousands of years. So they're just going to keep
Damn.
fucking reappearing. And they're basically being reincarnated, but they are super irradiated. That's why they're all sick and dying.
Ah.
Did it do anything to us in there?
No, because you didn't get teleported through time continually.
So,
Very
Do we-
quickly, the dogs would overrun the place.
why Hans, though? Just happened to be the right place to the right time?
Yeah, so there is so every time you fuck with something, there there are tags that I can mark. So right, so if you keep your dogs on the boat and don't take them off, or if you take your dogs off the boat, then there's the feral dogs tag in the first adventure. So you brought dogs in with you, so now there's feral dogs on the island.
Oh.
If you ate apples, then you'd have to throw an apple core, which would start the apple trees growing. So now the island's forested with apple trees.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
If the gate that you unlocked is unlocked, something special happens. Salamanders come up from the underworld. If the lair is breached, which is dropping the drawbridge down, things that are inside can get outside, and the dogs start to live inside there. That's why they attacked you. You were in their home.
Oh.
If you go into the area now, in the past, you can fuck with the machine, and you can either make it so the machine's down or the machine is wonky. He made it so the machine is wonky. And then I do a random roll to see what happened after you guys left. I don't remember if I told all of you about this. Where is it? Yeah, so at the beginning of it, when it's talking about the book, it says that, you got wherever you got this book for, they told you it was real. And in parentheses, it says, or maybe it was a murder coven planning to just kill the PCs. And at the end, you roll a d6, and 6 is, haha, this was all an elaborate lie for a murder coven to lure the present day PCs to their death. But one of them is Irish monks show up, and if they show up, then they board the place up. So later, when the Norse show up, Hans doesn't go in there. But when Hans goes in there, and because you guys didn't fuck up the machine, he fucked up the machine, so he keeps reappearing. See, if one of your characters would have fucked up the machine, that character would keep reappearing.
Oh, wow.
After being transported, it was 1d2 times 1,000 years into the future, something like that. Yeah, so I've wanted to run this
Yep.
for a long time because I like the whole two-part of it,
Mm-hmm.
like in how you can affect.
I like
things
the-
That's pretty unique.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
All
Hmm.
right, so what did you think of the system?
I'm okay with it. Like, it's close enough to fifth edition, but also like still different enough that like it's not overwhelming.
Yeah, I'd actually say it's pretty far from 5th edition.
Well, like it's just like the stats and stuff like that is like, but like it's familiar. That's what I'm probably saying. It's familiar. It feels familiar, but like still new enough, despite the fact that there's not a lot that we need to actually know to get shit done.
Yeah, I think the only one that was really that far from D&D was Mothership, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite a far cry.
And that was, I mean,
I still
was just
wanted.
a percent of
I'm sad that I missed that. I've wanted to play Mothership after I first heard about it. Oh right. What did you think of Mecha Hack, the one that I brought up before?
I haven't got a chance to read it yet.
Got it.
I will, and we will play it though.
Yeah.
What's it about?
Basically, everyone has a mech. Do mech shit.
Oh, I see.
That you can replace parts. It's kind of like a kind of post-apocalyptic, or can be. Kind of like getting scrap metal from enemies, building your own mech up. And I just like the idea of going adventuring and everyone having a mech.
Yeah. I'd like to see what an adventure kind of looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so I know it's a rules light version based on Black Hack. So there's, I don't know how much stuff there's going to be about adventures in there, and that's why I haven't delved into it yet, because I need to then research the genre.
Oh yeah, make you like possibly have to make your own like adventure, and that like takes effort.
Yeah, near definitely going to have to make my own. There you go. There's the map of the place.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can see with the rounded room that and the V that comes off. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to describe though, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. And if you're not mapping and I'm not giving you measurements, it's hard to kind of realize.
Partly why I was like, oh, we're going in a maze. I need to remember what directions we went.
It really wasn't a maze. It was just dark, and he's not the smartest kid.
Got it.
He's Hans. That's definitely the most interesting part of this adventure. The Hanses. City of Hanses.
The Hansai. So, let's see where the sea anemones are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a couple encounters like on the way down there. Like it leads you up to the Hollow Earth, but there's just nothing down there. It's just another place for you guys to
So-
go.
So wait, what if we didn't collapse the portal the first session? Like, would we have been able to fight the fucking thing again and
Yes.
die again?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Oh yeah, and another thing is any
I
treasure
love
that you
the
pull out
space.
goes with you.
Oh,
So like the dagger that Tom had, that's trapped
Yeah.
up where the lich is.
right.
And then in that alcove room E, there was a bunch of silver wire, and then in K where he keeps appearing, there's that gold-plated funnel and a bunch of wire. So that was all the stuff that he had showed you that they collected from going in
Mhm.
there. So he basically got all the treasure out of there. Or they, I guess.
Yeah, they got to split it with a new one every half hour.
Yep.
Diminishing returns.
Oh, they die off pretty quick though.
Well, you know, you get enough of them in there, then maybe they can cure cancer. And
Oh God.
Put enough monkeys in a room
Also-
and they cure cancer.
God.
Also, if there weren't any of the dogs, they'd never go hungry.
Mm.
Dogs and apples.
Dogs and apples. I have a picture now of a roasted dog with an apple in its mouth, of course.
Nice. I don't know why I didn't come up with that. That's fucking perfect.
You just got yourself some inspiration. So, what's next, Rich? Are you gonna go down below the? You're gonna do the adventure that you mentioned that's down at the bottom of the stairs?
There is no adventure at the bottom of the stairs.
Wow.
It is just a different area.
I thought you said that was another module.
No, it's just another area. It's open space for you guys to go to after this.
Wow.
So I would write something ideally. Well, we're probably going to switch systems. I'm thinking so what is it you guys liked about Mothership?
I like the openness. I mean, because we could end up dropping in magic. We could end up dropping in more skills. You know,
Yeah. I have to
I like
agree
the
with
fact
that.
that, yeah, I mean, even though it does limit you a little bit in the beginning, but because it's sandboxy, that it doesn't matter which one of the four you pick, because you can go any way you want to go.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like. I don't mind classes. It's just I don't like the whole getting stuck into. Well, if I make a cleric and you make a cleric, then well, we're just clerics.
Mhm.
Nothing special
Well-
between the two of us.
I think that I was I enjoyed the change up of the scenery, you know.
Sci-fi.
Yeah. It's a little different than the clerics and the fighters and the magic users. But
I was kind of thinking that too. So I think I want to try one more system. It's called Stars Without Number.
oh, I've heard of that.
I have
So-
wasn't that? Yeah. I heard about that too. It was like in the same video that I heard about Mothership.
Oh, nice. I think Juju's gonna be. I think the system's the same as Worlds Without Number.
Huh.
So Juju's played that before.
We're McNichol, or whatever his name was. Played a gnome cowboy.
But talk about open. This is fucking. It's the guy who makes these games makes it for sandboxes like that.
Oh yeah.
Like the book is this thick, and probably that much of it is rules and setting. The rest is fucking how to run a sandbox and tables for you to run a sandbox.
Wow.
Just don't expect your casters to be very powerful.
Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely got that old school feeling where when you go up a level, you don't get very much. You maybe get more hit points. But that's kind of how Mothership is anyway. This is
You get
it's
those
definitely
3
more
skill points.
crunchy than Mothership.
Too.
But it's not as crunchy as 5e, I don't think. Ryan, what did you think, Juju? Like the rules, some of the rules are really odd and different, so it was a hard time for me to wrap my head around it. But once I got my head wrapped around it, it seemed a lot easier than 5th.
Yeah, he's got some spots though that are a little rules heavy. That's weird.
Yes.
I mean, the magic itself. I mean, so many little itty bitty things here and there.
Like the spell names.
Spell names. Oh god. But yeah, like
the spell list real quick.
you get basically you get some cantrips, but you get like 1, maybe 2. And then when you get your spells, it's like you get 1 spell slot a day per every 2 levels or something like that. But you have to pick them from certain things depending on how you're it was that part of it was
the magic was really weird. Yeah, it was very.
And then there's the artifacts making and the tinkering rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of that in Stars Without Number, but it's more like starships and equipment, which is kind of the same thing.
I enjoyed the way the character creation thing was set up, where it. I mean, I hate to say that it takes away all your choices, but it kind of narrows down your choices to the relevant path to your class.
Right.
You know,
Stars Without Numbers wasn't that way really. There was a good deal of choice. Because I don't. Did they have skills?
They had skills, yeah, and that's where a
skills,
lot of your choice was.
And then they had the foci, which are basically like feats. And that's where you get some real deviation about what you can really do. So yeah, I mean, there was enough stuff to buy stuff to make a character that does some cool things.
Oh. Do you have a link to a book?
Here is the spell list for first level. Apprehending the Arcane Form. Cognitive Suppression of Inferior Orders. The Coruscating Coffin. Damnation of Sense. Decree of Linguist Dissolution. The Excellence Transpicious Transformation. They're just mouthfuls of big words. So the Excellence of Transpicious Transformation. Turn 1 target per level invisible for an hour. Apprehending the Arcane Form. See magic for 15 minutes per level. The Coruscating Coffin. Do 1d8 damage per level to a visible target. Save for half. I definitely like that they have fancy names, but it's...
And some of them were extremely useful. I mean, but yeah. It was just like, okay, which one was it again?
Oh, so it had the 2 class thing. You basically got 2 classes. You could go full fighter, full mage, or full is it rogue or expert or something like that?
I think it was expert.
And then or you could be an adventurer, which would be half of one class and half of another. So you could be half expert, half mage, or half high mage and half elementalist. There's like 6 or 8 schools of magic, like in D&D, but they all have different spell lists.
That was my character sheet for, or at least the first half of it. So you could see like, yeah, there's skills down at the bottom. You got your attributes. Let's see, he's 5th level. Oh yeah, the that was one of the confusing things. So at one point I got a +1 to the modifier of dexterity, not +1 to dex or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which is better than +1 to dex, but it's weird.
Right. Yeah. It was just like,
because then after it's made, just like this game, after it's made, like you can't base your modifier on your dex anymore. Because you can
and like,
it.
yeah, see the folk guy, he had 4 focus by the time he was 5th level. 2 of those, I think, was from the beginning. Yeah, Nolan Spirit Familiar were from the beginning. And he picked up 2 levels of Deadeye. But yeah, the attacks are, base attack plus your dexterity for the ranged one, and plus your strength modifier for the melee. What really killed me was the so you could have a number of stored items and a number of wielded items or readied items.
You have like 10 readied items, and then, or no, like your strength in items, and half of them were readied or something like that.
Yeah.
But so basically really anything that was readied could be used immediately. So you could like carry potions and weapons and stuff. And then anything was stowed, you'd have to like open your backpack and set it on the ground and go through it.
Which was funny. That's one of the biggest reasons I had the familiar was I could ride him, but I could also fucking just throw this shit on him.
Right. Yeah.
Because we couldn't carry crap.
And if I remember right, I was dumping fucking crap on you. Like, here's a bunch of treasure you can't carry.
Oh, that's right.
That's frustrating.
That's what I remember about old school was fucking, okay, so we've got fucking 10,000 coins in this place. How the fuck are we going to get it out? We need a wagon. We need guys to guard the wagon. We need guys we can trust to guard the guards.
It's arts and spells. Arts are like cantrips, and you get a certain, based off class and your scores, you get a certain amount of effort, and then you focus that effort onto the arts, depending on how long the art lasts with the thing. So, like, I had one that was basically armor class, plus 4 to armor class, that I could dedicate the effort to all the time and never have to worry about it. But then I also had a flame sight, and since I only had the one effort, I'd have to switch it back and forth if I had the ability to switch it back and forth. That's why it's complicated. It's like, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's the main difference between the two, is that there's not a magic system in this, so that there's that complexity won't be there. I haven't gotten all the way through the rules yet, so I know there's psionics, but those are like a prestige class or something like that, advanced class. I don't remember what he called it. But there were those in Worlds Without Number too. There were like 5 classes that
Specialty
I
class
didn't even like
somewhere.
introduce to you guys.
I have a question. Have you guys ever heard of Invisible Sun?
Yes, it sounds very
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. Like that was also one of the videos, one of the games that I from that one video. Like I always constantly go back to it, like after like remembering that you want to try out new systems, and I go back to this video to look at like, well, is this something I want to try? And like, you know, and then
You should put the link in Discord. I want to watch the video.
Yeah, I'll link you the video.
Yeah, Invisible Sun sounds interesting. It feels expensive to get into. It's $100 for the PDF set. I think it was like $300 when it was kickstarted for a physical set. But it comes with all kinds of crap, and the idea is that you can always be role playing. Like, you can always be playing this game. Like, outside of the sessions, we would be texting each other and stuff like that. It was very. It's the details of it are very vague because no one's really gotten a group together in the circles that I follow. I haven't sought it out, so I'm sure there's videos on it out there. I just haven't sought it out. But in the circles that I follow, no one's gotten a game of it together. A couple of the podcasts I listen to have it, and they bring it up every once in a while, but it seems very complicated and more of like a fancy idea than a good role-playing game.
Right.
But it is written by Monty Cook, which is like one of the game designers of 3rd edition D&D. He wrote a lot of 3rd edition D&D. He had input into 5th edition D&D.
He wrote my favorite 3rd edition magic system, but he wrote it for Vampire Masquerade, but it was D20 Vampire the Masquerade after the apocalypse.
Nice.
Completely confusing, but just pull the magic system out. It's beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, and he's written shit. I want to say Tolus was him, but I think I'm wrong there. But he wrote a system called Numenera, which is like, it's so close to the genre I want to play. It's like right there, but it's not. And that's an interesting system too. Might actually try that. It's so it's kind of fantasy, like traditional fantasy, like Forgotten Realms kind of setting is, you know, and most of these role-playing fantasy settings are based on empires that have risen and fallen, and you're like, you know, 10 generations or 10 civilizations deep into this. Well, ninth world, yeah. And then, you know, you go back and you can find fucking Lost City of the Dwarves and shit, right? Well, this is the same kind of thing, except it's more, it's supposed to be Earth. So there have been, you are the 9th civilization on Earth, coming to a point where you're just kind of getting together and making cities and towns, discovering all the shit that these other civilizations before you have created, and you don't know anything about them. So there's fucking like nanites and satellites, and there's a fucking web that you can fucking like transport yourself into. But it's all from the perspective of somebody who doesn't know what that stuff is. So it's like the technology is magic. It's a pretty cool setting. The rules seem all right. It's player facing, so I wouldn't roll any dice, which I'm learning to like more. It feels weird at first saying I don't get to roll dice, but then it's not as weird. Actually playing the game.
Well, it's kind of like with the concept I'm thinking about is saving throws. That's the first thing that comes to mind when you say you don't roll dice, you have someone else roll dice.
Yeah. So it's defense rolls when you get attacked.
Dice without numbers before worlds without numbers.
What was? Oh yeah, long time before.
Okay, because I was just saying there's no species.
Oh yeah.
I was going to do the focus. It doesn't. I mean, they've got the unique gift thing that I guess would count. But yeah, you can't be a whatever. Some xenophobe or xeno creature. So I was just checking it out to see.
Yeah, so it's the
Yeah,
same thing.
just replace-
Expert, psychic, warrior, adventurer. There's a section in the middle about aliens in the bestiary.
Yeah, so something about true.
There's alien
AI.
characters. And it says each alien race is represented by a focus. But
Yeah,
looks
that's
like there aren't any example ones. There are kind of or foci.
Because yeah, walking through creating a character was pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the big thing will be how dense this psionics is.
Does anybody can you just declare I have psionics and
Yeah, that's one of the classes. Oh, and here's the
Transhuman campaigns.
different classes: biopsionics, metapsionics, precognition, telekinesis, telepathy, and teleportation. So probably as a psionicist, you would pick one of those two things.
Oh, Will, did I say that page 300 has mechs?
Oh, yeah. There's this is a fucking sci-fi system. It has
Nice.
Like I said, the book is fucking that thick. It's got fucking every fucking thing in it. The rules for cybernetics I think are a little light in here, but there is a whole fucking other source book for cybernetics. That's one cool thing that this has over Worlds Without Number is he put out a lot of books after it. I mean, they're just little like 80-page books, but they've got a lot of stuff in them. And like this guy's stuff I use in almost all my campaigns.
Wow.
But yeah, before Worlds Without Number came out, I was using Stars Without Number.
Oh.
He's got one of the better faction systems. It's very decision based though, is why I don't like it. I've always sought a faction system that I could roll a couple dice and determine some outcomes, but most of the faction systems that I run across aren't like that. They are decision based, or they're just too simple. But his is very detailed and very good. Let's see, what was it? It was Red Tide, I think, was the first source book I got from him. Yeah, which is like a fantasy island nation that like had a like a red mist came over it and fucked up a bunch of parts of it.
There it is. I was wondering where his crafting thing would be at.
Yeah. How many
He
pages
does like
is it?
that. Oh, it's only 2. But then again, that was one of the problems was it was like, oh, well, you do this, and you put it together, and it's built. Okay, so what did I build? Well, here's a couple of example mods. Jesus.
Yeah, and there was that whole thing that we never even touched on with like greater goals and stuff.
Yeah, the renowned.
Right. You would
That what
spend
it was?
renown to make great projects, basically.
Ooh.
Yeah. So something like founding
I
a
don't know why, but-
city or unearthing
Yeah,
a
that was like-
fucking... Yeah, his fantasy setting is almost spot on what I want. I want more space travel, but his fantasy setting is on top of it's the same kind of thing as Numenera, except there's actual magic in it, not just technology as magic. So it's crazy fucking aliens conquered the earth and they fucked something up, so like it split earth into these different iterums, they're called. So the iterum that the game takes place on isn't actually like a world, it's just it's like a pocket dimension. So like if you got in a rocket and tried to go out to space, it would just stop. The iterum stopped. And there's so many different iterums that he basically says that you can have one iterum that's like a hell world. So that's where, you know, some of the religions think that people go when they die, and there could be like celestial worlds as well. And yeah, you could basically do anything you want with an iterum is what he suggests. But it's all based on like one thing changes and then they splinter off kind of thing.
Timelines. Interesting.
Building and installing mods requires a well-equipped TL4 workshop. It's not necessary to have a full-fledged fabrication plant, but the research. Okay, sure, whatever.
Oh, building a starship. That was something we didn't touch on in Mothership, was fucking starships.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we weren't really going to be playing that long because I mean,
Right. So there's no sense.
if we were, right, you wouldn't have had to really do it much because we would have just really latched onto that bio ship.
Right.
Fucking this cybernetic bio ship, because I'd be putting guns and shit cybernetically mounted into it, and chairs. goddamn chairs.
Not fleshy stools.
Not fleshy stools, computer interfaces. Even though I hate computers.
So you gonna you have a module then you're gonna run us through, or
Probably not. Probably not. But there's like fucking 100 pages of tables in this thing.
do you have an idea of what you want to send Crazy Adventures out doing?
No. Probably something like a bounty hunting mission or something like that.
Probably gonna play with Psionics because I probably won't if we do a campaign.
So is this our homework then, or do you want to do some more stuff tonight?
I don't care. I'm kind of tired, but I could go another half hour probably if you want to play around with character creation.
I was thinking about knocking off as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
got a
wouldn't go
meeting.
too far past character creation. I'd only read psionics if you're interested in doing psionics. System is it's basically D&D. There was a couple weird things about it. I think like initiative was a D6 or something. Like just little stuff like that. But it's basically roll a 20-sider, add a modifier, hit an armor class. Shock damage. At
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that.
So if you hit, like some weapons would have AC 15, a shock of AC 15 and 1 point of damage. So if you missed, but their armor class was 15 or less, you would still do 1 point of damage. So it's like a kind of always hit mechanic, which speeds along combat. That and low hit points.
Oh yeah, fifth level. I was only at like 30 something.
Yeah, the levels were based on sessions too, right? Not experience.
They're
Or not
based off
sessions,
of
but
things you did, yeah.
adventures.
Encounters.
The flesh bat.
That-
Or the flesh owl. It was a flesh owl, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, it's very
Poor
easy to make
donkey.
stats up. Very easy to make stats up. I love that. But yeah, I wouldn't go too far past character creation unless you wanted to. Equipment probably. Probably wouldn't look into vehicles unless you're just interested in it. I wouldn't read the history because we won't use that unless we actually play in this setting. Yeah, and everything else is GM stuff, it looks like.
And we're talking
Cool.
about stars without numbers, right?
Yeah. Oh, space magic
Magic.
in there. Oh, heroic characters.
Alrighty.
All right. Yeah, I should have this read by next week. The important parts of it, at least.
All right, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
right,
you
guys.
guys.
I will see
Okay.
y'all later. See you next week, and we'll jump into space.